Hello, Capricorn. This is Maxine Taylor, and I have got your forecast for April 2019 right here. So let's talk about it. First of all, let's start here in the third house of communication, correspondence, transportation. Mercury, our conscious mind, the planet of how we talk, what we think about, how we express ourselves, is in the third house in your chart, your solar chart, in Pisces. Mercury in Pisces is a very inspired placement for Mercury. And so in the third house, what you're thinking about and talking about is everything. Your mind is active. You're ready to travel. You're bored easily. You've been that way for a few weeks now. But Venus, the pink planet, the planet of love and beauty, is also there. And so you're talking about love, perhaps. You're thinking beautiful thoughts. When you're speaking to people, you're happy. And this love, Venus's love, it's contagious. And so you're enjoying speaking to people, and they are enjoying speaking to you. Now, Venus, of course, is in Pisces also, which is a beautiful, romantic, dreamy, inspired placement for it. And so this continues through the 17th, when Mercury, our conscious mind, leaps into Aries and jumps into that fourth house of home, family, and real estate. Now, Mercury in Aries shoots from the hip when it speaks. It thinks very directly, very clearly. And so when Mercury moves into your fourth house, you're able to communicate very clearly, very succinctly with family members relating to family situations. Venus, 3 days later, on the 20th, brings love and beauty into your fourth house. Now, Venus in Aries is also passionate. It's a very active placement in Aries. And so your whole tone changes to a more active, communicative one, beautification from Venus that you feel and express with family members and in the home itself. Are you thinking of moving? Are you thinking of decorating? This would work out beautifully. Now, as Mercury and Venus move into the fourth house of home, family, real estate, Mercury moves in on the 17th. The sun is still in that fourth house. Now, the sun is the center of our life. And so your home and family are the center of your life. They have been for several weeks. And this is really beautiful. But on the 20th, the sun moves into the fifth house. So Mercury comes in on the 17th with the sun and lights up and communicates with your family. Then on the 20th, as the sun moves into your fifth house of fun and games, Venus replaces the sun, and you have Mercury and Venus in the fourth house and the sun in the fifth. Now, the fifth house is children, and so they become the center of your life if you have them. It's fun and games. It's social life. It's enjoyment. It's parties. So the sun is there for quite a while, Each of the planets, depending on the size of the house, will be there for, let's say, a month. On the 22nd, the sun and Uranus, the planet of innovation, rebellion, breaking loose, charisma, magnetism. The sun and Uranus are together, conjunct, in the fifth house. So expect the unexpected. Maybe a surprise social invitation, maybe a surprise from one of your children. This is a time when you are sparkling, when the people around you, in this case, it'll be your social scene, are sparkling, and you can be center stage. Now, if you have kids, they're going to want to be center stage. I'm just saying. Look at Mars, the red planet. It's in your sixth house of work, health, and service. Mars is action, it's energy, wherever it is. That's what you throw yourself into. That's what comes first to you. Your work, your job, not your career, your job, your health. This is a terrific time to get to the gym. It's a terrific time to get down to business at work, to take care of your health, to take care of your job. Throw yourself into those two areas for terrific productivity. Okay? Are you thinking of starting a new job? Great. Go for it. Lose yourself in it. Serve. Now we have a new moon and a full moon. The new moon is on the 5th in 15 degrees of Aries. Find 15 of Aries in your birth chart. See what house it's in and blend that with this solar position of the new moon in your 4th house of home and family and emotional security. 2 days prior to the new moon, our energy is low, but on the new moon, our energy starts picking up. So enjoy home and family. As the moon grows and gets fuller, on, what is the date? The 19th, we will have our full moon. And this full moon is in 29 degrees of Libra, the very, very end of Libra. It's sitting right at the cusp of your 11th house, right behind it. When the cusp, which is the strongest part of the house, is triggered, the entire house is triggered. The 11th house is friends. Ties in with this wonderful 5th house. Friends and group activities and humanitarian activities. So this would be a time when I would reconnect with old friends. I would accept every single social invitation I received. If this were my chart, that's what I would do. Now, back in January, we had 2 eclipses. Eclipses are strongest 3 to 4 months after they occur. Okay? I'm going to talk about them right now because April and May, those January eclipses are at their peak. So, on January 5th, we had a solar eclipse, that's the new moon, in Capricorn. This is your time. This solar eclipse sits in your 1st house in the solar chart. And what I'm going to tell you to do is whatever you want, when you want, how you want, because you want. It is your turn. Don't you love that? I'm so glad I could share that with you. And then on the 21st of January, we had our full moon, our lunar eclipse. And this was in 1 degree of Leo. Find 1 Leo in your birth chart. In your solar chart, it triggered your 8th house of psychic ability, psychic research, mundanely, other people's money. So were you investing in stocks? This is a time when that can bear fruit. The 8th house is the house of transformation. It's also the house of secrets. And so anything dealing with joint finances, if you haven't researched it, now you can do it. Be a psychic detective and get to the bottom of all joint financial situations. So, quite a great forecast for you. Enjoy April. Join me again in May, and we'll do it one more time. Till then, may the stars shine brightly on you and yours. Bye for now.